I'm going to show you how to clear cut a video on Photoshop and save it as a GIF. So I'm going to go open, I'm going to find my video, open it up. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the size out, image size. I'm just going to put it on pixels, 2760 by 2156 and 72 pixels per inch. Okay, cool. Now I can go File, New. I'm going to change the background to black, 72 pixels per inch, and I'll just put on those same numbers, 2760 by 2156. I go create. I've got this black square. I've got my timeline down here, so I'm going to go here. It says create video. Sometimes it says frame, just make sure it says video. You go create, and it pops it on the timeline. Now if I go back to my file here, you'll see there's a little folder that says video group. If I close that, if I hold that, and I can either control click on a Mac, or I can right click on a mouse. I'll go convert it to a smart object, and you can tell it's a smart object because it has this little symbol. Now if I click from here and I hold down and I drag, still holding down, going over the other tab, still holding down until I'm on the page, and then I can let go. Okay, it's gonna fill that space. It's a little bit off, so I'll just move it until it fits on using the arrow key. So that's all good. Now with this I can plus this up a bit, and this is just so I can pull these things down so that they're same thing. Now this is quite a big file, so now that it's all together, if I go image size and I change it down to, I'm going to put it on 1080, still 72. Okay, so it's just a bit smaller. Video is still working, so that's all good. Now I can start to set it up. First thing I'll do is I'll get this, and if I go Command J on a Mac, it just duplicates it. Switch the eye off beside that one, and with this one I click on it, I come down here to this little half circle, black and white circle. It's an adjustment layer, and I go all the way down the bottom to something called selective color. It's probably off your screen at the moment, and it comes up with this. Now first thing I do is I put it on relative. I make sure it's on greens because I'm trying to get rid of this green screen. I drag the slider for black all the way to the left. It lightens it. It's not perfect. For some of you it might go white. And down the bottom here I've got this little symbol which clips it. If I move that off to the side and I bring up my layers, you can see here that where it's dropped it in is at the playhead, so I can just move that back so they're all in line. Anyway, I go to my layers, and you can see this little arrow means it's clipped. If I hold down the option on a Mac and go in between, I can unclip it by clicking or clip it. So with this, I'm going to shift, select these two, click the folder, and then I'm going to double click that name and call it white. I'll go Command J while that folder is highlighted, and I'll double click the name and I'll call this one black. And if I open it up, I basically do the opposite. I double click on that adjustment layer, I put it on absolute, and I drag it, the black, all the way up the other end. It's still on greens. Bring up my layers, So I've got these two here now. Now with the black one selected, if I go up here and I change it to difference, it's trying to make it black and white. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So now I'll go down to the adjustment layers and I'll bring up invert. So it gives me the opposite. And because I want this to be a really kind of black and white mask, I'll add another one in and I'll put it on levels. What this does is it lets me, with this top slider, bring the black all the way in. Now this big bit that's jutting up, if I go on the other side of that, it'll be pure black. And if I bring the white in a bit, it'll be pure white. You can see there's a few little flecks, so I'll just bring the white slider in until that stuff disappears. So now I've got something that looks like quite a good mask. Now I want to grab all of this, shift, make another folder, and I'm going to call it mask. Now if I clip these two together, nothing happens. If I switch the eye off beside black, you can see nothing's happened there. So what I do is if I double click beside the mask, not on the name, it brings up this layer style. And now with that top one, if I drag this all the way down this black slider, nearly to the white, but not quite, and I go OK. Now, when I switch off the eye beside black, you can see what it's doing. It's just leaving us with the mask. Now, if I hold down Option on a Mac and I clip them, nothing happens. And it's because this, when I made it, means that it won't clip. So what I need to do is I make a new folder and I just grab the mask and I chuck it inside that new folder. Now, when I try and clip them together, put the eye on, it'll work. So it gives me this transparent background. Now all I need to do, if I want, I can, in this case, crop it in a bit closer. How far out do the arms go? Not too far. So now I go File, Export, Save for Web Legacy, and because of the length of the video and all this sort of thing, we're trying to do videos under 5 seconds. It takes a little bit of processing. Cool. Once this comes up, I've got my image here. I can reduce it down and make it a bit smaller if I want to. But essentially, all I need to do now is I just need to save it. Give it a name. It's coming up as a GIF. And I will see it down here.